Hi there, I'm Jake, and I believe that with the right emphasis, all of science can be amazing to anyone who wants to listen. Welcome to Project Science. It would be remiss of me as a purported science educating type not to give due recognition to science education. And while I am referring partly to science in the classroom, I really mean all the different ways that information can be passed around. Learning can happen anywhere, and there are so many different forms of media now competing for our attention. So when scientists want to communicate their discoveries, or when it's important for the public to know what's going on, that information needs to be readily learnable. In practice though, not so easy. Some people aren't that into science. Others feel they aren't that good at science. Whatever the case, the core causes can be boiled down to two things: accessibility and enjoyability. For starters, I talked to a researcher who specializes in figuring out accessibility in science education.
A lot of science is communicated through text. We write journal articles, we write magazine articles, newspaper articles, and that's how we get our information across much of the time. So what I do in my work is I ask people questions about chemistry concepts, and then I give them a bit of text that talks about those concepts, and then I give them a post-test about it to see whether they have a better idea of what those concepts are upon reading. Something really interesting that's come out of my work is that we have something going on which we call an expertise reversal. So a student who has low prior knowledge about a concept, they are more prone to getting more information from reading than a student who already has a lot of prior knowledge about that. So if you are trying to learn something and you know you don't know much about it, it doesn't matter whether you're a good reader or a bad reader. Just go ahead and read and you'll get something out of it.
So what do you hope your work will bring to the field then?
Our big goal is to make learning chemistry or science in general accessible for everyone, no matter what their characteristics are. So if we learn that people with a certain set of characteristics learn better from these sets of materials or resources, we want that to be known and disseminated so that teachers, instructors, or even people at home know where to go if they want to learn more information about chemistry or science in general.
Clearly, there are a lot of considerations when figuring out whether we're doing an effective job of making the facts readily understandable. And that's necessary stuff. You can have the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, but if you can't meaningfully convey that knowledge to others, it's useless. Then there's the other half of what makes this stuff work: enjoyability. To explain this, I want you to think back to your elementary school and middle school days. Back then, science class was all kinds of awesome stuff. Vinegar and baking soda volcanoes, potato clocks, popsicle stick bridges, thermite. Wait, what school's doing that? Model rockets, then. For that, I believe. For most people, it was fun then. And for many people, the fun eventually stopped. Why? What changed? In my opinion, the biggest change was the focus. When you're younger, science is taught as, this is how the world works, and isn't that awesome? But somewhere around middle school or high school, the focus becomes, this is how the class works and these are the formulas you have to memorize to pass. That's when science loses a lot of people. And while I'm obviously generalizing and teachers aren't at fault, I think it's broadly true that as soon as the focus starts to shift even slightly away from why facts are exciting and fascinating, it's really difficult to make people want to learn that stuff. Making it fun and making it accessible are really two sides of the same coin, and oftentimes doing one means doing the other. That's why I'm here. I want nothing more than for everyone to get as excited about learning this stuff as I do. Project Science is about trying to share that joy. Simple as that. So get out there and learn. As René taught us, no matter how unfamiliar you may feel with the topic, you can still learn a ton. And as I will be only too happy to remind you, that stuff is fun. Just remember, the world never stopped being amazing. We just stopped noticing. Thanks for watching.